Are you thinking about streaming and you're looking for the ultimate advice? Well, here it is. Don't. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a long time. My name is Sideburns, and we're gonna dive straight into this video because look, you're probably wondering, why did I say don't stream? Or why did I say don't? Well, let me tell you something. There's a lot of things that I've encountered, a lot of experiences, a lot of hardships that I've encountered during my almost 3-year streaming journey. Let me tell you, what I thought would be sunshine and rainbows from simply starting stream until what I know now, it is completely different. At the bottom, we are gonna be linking timestamps for various categories that we're gonna be talking about. But let me tell you something, everybody. This video is not gonna be for the faint of heart. These are real experiences and real things that I've encountered. Streaming is not just sunshine and rainbows. It is very different. There is a huge dark side. There is an even bigger toxicity side. But I'm gonna go ahead and quote an awesome song from an awesome, amazing band called Bowling for Soup. High School Never Ends. And let me tell you something, as I am 37, I am realizing this, that the older I get and the more hobbies I dive into, like streaming, those lyrics could not ring more truer. Now, let's go ahead and get into some of the topics that I would like to cover. So some of the topics we're gonna be covering are fakes, snakes, support for support, follow for follow, donation or pocket chasers, and more. So if some of those seem very appetizing or very like, what the heck? Let me tell you something, there's even deeper ones that we're gonna get into. But the first thing that I'm going to talk about is going to be support for support or follow for follow. Now, if you have not heard this, support for support and follow for follow are as follows. No pun intended. Follow for follow. Hey bud, X or insert X username, I went ahead and followed you. Or hey, X username, I went ahead and followed you, can you follow me back? That's not how it's supposed to be. Starting out, yes. Look, you heard that right. I believe in follow for follow and support for support starting out because that's how you build your brand. Like when you hand out posters and flyers, when you start a new business, you're putting them on the light poles, you're putting them on buildings, right? You're shaking as many hands as possible. So follow for follow and support for support are good starting out, in my opinion. That's how you build your fan base, but doing it later on, no go. With support for support, it is bad as you progress. And look, even starting out, because look, there should not be the expectation of if I go to your stream, you come to mine or vice versa. Because if I don't think your content is good and I don't go to your stream because of your content or stream and you come to mine with the expectation, well, if you're not very good, you don't acknowledge people, you don't do this or that, why would I keep coming back? But you're gonna probably come back to mine because my content may be good or whatever. And if you're only going to my content or my stream just to go ahead and get a view or whatever, you're probably doing it for the wrong reasons. We should not be doing support for support because it's fake support. Okay, you should go to somebody's streams because you genuinely care about their stream, genuinely care about their content, not because you're looking for a number or something in return. I know, altruism at its finest, right? Next thing I want to talk about, which kind of rolls into the support for support, is tabbing and strictly emoting or lurking. Look, lurkers are the backbone. We understand this a million times. But let's go and talk about something that I do not understand. What is the point of first-time chatters just strictly lurking or emoting? There's no point in that. When you go to a stream, you should technically go to the stream because you like the content. And if you're gonna talk, you're gonna probably talk to engage that particular streamer, right? So with that in mind, or even chat, right? So with that in mind, why would your first words or first time chatting in a stream be a lurk or an emote? And I get it. People are like, but Sideburns, what if we have anxiety and we're afraid to talk? Then don't talk. That's like meeting somebody for the first time. Don't shake their hand. Don't make eye contact. You have your head to the ground and you hand them like a slip of paper that says, hey, my name is, or not even that, just a heart or something. It doesn't make any sense. When we see first-time chatters, we really want to make an impression and we want to have an open dialogue, an open communication. We're meeting somebody for the first time. But once again, if all you're doing is just doing a lurk as a first-time chatter or just an emote, it doesn't make any sense. And not to mention, let's talk about the support for support aspect when you're like, hey bud, I got you tabbed up because I'm doing X, Y, and Z. In my opinion, tabbing somebody up and saying, hey, got you tabbed up while I'm doing family stuff, that's not support. And I don't care what anybody says. Why did you announce it? You announced it for clout. Otherwise, there's no other reason. To let me know that you're lurking, there's only one reason that you need to make sure that I know that you know that you're here. For credit, right? Like checking attendance in a classroom. No, right? Some of that stuff just ticks me off. And I get it. There are people that do that. Well, that's fine. But this video is to kind of let you know that that kind of stuff happens. So if you're one of those people that needs first-time chatters to be on their game, look, streaming, that's a little bit of a dark side. It may not happen. You may not get the first-time chatters you like. So I'm not going to harp on the lurkers and the emotes and the first-time chatters that do that, but just know these are some things if you're going to get into streaming, you need to be aware of because that could probably wear on you mentally. I know sometimes it does me, and I try not to let it do it, but regardless, it can happen, and you just need to be on the lookout for that. And speaking of support and people that come into the shadows, let's talk about people that come out of the shadows. And that is going to be, or those are going to be, the people that literally come to your stream. Check this out. They come to your stream when you have high numbers. That's right. That is a real thing. There are people that will pay attention to your stream, paying attention to the numbers, and literally will only come to your stream when you have high numbers. That is crazy. I know that sounds ludicrous.
All right, who called for ludicrous?
But it happens. So there's really no advice I can give. Just you're gonna need to learn, and I'm gonna talk about this in a little bit. You're gonna need to learn to trim your lawn, to mow your lawn. Because there will be fakes and snakes in your grass, and you need to or mow it. There's really no way to stop these people. Just pay attention to who's talking when. I know I do. There are people, especially ones that are pushing partner, that come out of the woodwork, that come out of the lurks when there are high numbers. And I typically will just cut them out of my life. I'll just unfollow them. I don't really make a big deal about it. Because, I mean, technically I have no proof. They could just be coming out of the woodwork all willy-nilly, but it's pretty impressive that they're able to nail it down whenever I get a huge raid with high numbers or my numbers do peak. So just keep that in the back of your mind because that will happen when you stream. Another thing I want to talk about is people getting jealous or hating you for succeeding. Look, just like in life, it's going to carry over to the streaming world. There will be people that are upset and wish for your demise when you have high numbers or you get better, let's say, revenue from streaming. There will be people that will talk crap behind your back. And look, there's nothing else you can do about this. Just like you've heard me reference a few times, there are definitely a lot of fakes and snakes in your grass that you're gonna have to literally trim and get rid of. These are gonna be the people that are, once again, wishing for your demise, wanting you to either get banned, wanting you to get suspended. There are even people that will go as far as, let's say, if you break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, what have you, right? Or maybe they're just jealous that you're doing a lot better. There will be people that will mass report your page, whether you're on TikTok, whether you're on Twitch, it doesn't matter. Any way that they can get rid of you, they will. They will start making up lies. They will start saying this. They will start saying that. And literally, you just have to kind of take it unless you just fire back. Because look, there have been many times that I have had so many fakes and snakes that I take it to Twitter. Then you start getting bashed there, or maybe there's people that may agree with you. People will, and that's a whole separate section, but there are people that will be rooting against you, and you have to be cautious of this. There's really no advice that I have for this. It's just trim your grass, okay? Now, to segue off of that, there is something I do want to talk about, especially from the revenue side. There will be people that will be upset that you're possibly getting a lot more money than them. And guess what they will do? Guess what they will do? I hope you're sitting down for this. Maybe you're standing. I don't know. You may want to be sitting. They will pay attention to the leaderboard for donations, either for subs or bits. And guess what they will do? They will follow all of your top donators. That's right. They will follow all of your top donators and chase them, chase the pockets, chase their wallet. That's right. There are people that are shady like that. They don't even care about that person. They're not even going to treat them like literally human. They're going to treat them like a viewer, a number, and a dollar sign. Get those people out of your stream. Look, I get it. If somebody is top donating or top donator, a lot of times in streams, people will shout them out and say, go show them love. But there's a difference if you're chasing that love, right? I hate that word anyway. Like, look, that's a topic for a whole other conversation. But if you're chasing that love, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Please do not chase those with deep pockets. Let them come to you. You should only be getting donations for your content, for just being you, for not maybe wearing a mask and just being a kind, genuine person that you are, or you're delivering good content. It should not be because we saw them on a leaderboard and we decided to go follow them in hopes that they'll come to our stream and drop a bunch of donations. I'm not gonna lie, I did that when I started out and the role got reversed. I chased somebody with deep pockets and in the end, I loved them so much. I can't even believe I'm saying their name, Vicious Nacho, but I loved them so much, I donated a lot more than they did to my channel. Like, I'm talking even a couple $1,000s, not gonna lie. So it happens, and it even happens to the best of us. So please, do not chase those with deep pockets. Let it come naturally, but also pay attention in your stream if anybody is even doing that. It's gonna be very tough to tell, I'm gonna be honest, but typically you're gonna start seeing possibly some of that whenever you start streaming. Trust me, there's nothing you can do about it. And that's that. Well, I mean, in theory, you could set your stuff to reset after a day or every day, but just be cognizant of it. That's all I'm saying.